Welcome. Today we will have a look at Kyle Adams once again. Let's start. First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much.
Many globe earthers love to point at lunar eclipses and act as if they were solid proof that the Earth is a globe. The problem is, they don't prove it's a globe.
Sorry Kyle, but is this a solid proof?
Let me show you. Here I have a ball, and I'm going to cast the shadow of this ball onto another ball. Alright? Look carefully at the shape of that shadow.
Is Kyle serious? Oh dear. Have he no sense of scales? How big the moon is? Oh, this is too stupid. Distances between objects, light, direction of light. Oh, I could make a long list.
Now here's the shadow of a ball being cast onto a plate. And please take notice of how the shadow is different here.
Thank you, Kyle. I didn't know that the moon in reality is a plate. Oh dear.
Now here is a picture of a lunar eclipse. I don't know about you, but I think this presents a problem for the globe Earth model.
No, it presents a problem for Kyle Adams.
What's happening in that case is that the sun is on one side of the Earth. The Earth is in the middle, and it's casting a shadow. The Earth is casting a shadow on the moon. And as the shadow moves across the moon, you'll notice that the shadow is curved, it's round. So something like the sun that's bigger than the Earth and is able to cast a shadow of the Earth on the moon can actually show you the shape of the Earth.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem for the globe Earth model.
No, the one with the problem, that's you, Kyle.
Would every now and then cast a shadow on the moon. And when it did, that shadow was always round. Now the only shape we know of that always casts a round shadow is a ball.
Wow, really, Bill? You had to project a flat image of the moon onto the wall in order to get your round shadow? And, let's not get started on the size of your shadow there.
Instead, we can talk about the size of your ball, Kyle. Oh, so stupid.
But what was that you just said?
Now the only shape we know of that always casts a round shadow is a ball.
The only shape that can cast a shadow that's curved from any direction you put the light is a sphere.
Oh no, not you too! Not today, doctors. Not today. Please notice how that shadow appeared flat the entire time it moved across the surface of the ball. Now this leaves the question, why do we see so many curved shadows across the face of the moon? Does this mean the moon is actually flat? I suppose that is one explanation for this.
No, the moon is not flat, and it's easy to prove, but you, Kyle, you have no interest in science. In reality, you like to live in your fantasy world.
but I don't think it's the shadow of the Earth being cast on the moon here. I think something else is going on. The shadow of the Earth is not the only thing that could cause the moon to turn dark. What if this has to do with some kind of a filter that comes between the Earth and the moon? A little while back, I had the opportunity to interview Cami Nodell, and she taught me some really fascinating facts about the atmosphere that I was totally unaware of before. She taught me about how the atmosphere acts as a filter and polarizes the light that passes through it.
Things that people don't understand about that happen in reality, things that we should be looking
The
at.
atmosphere, yeah.
The atmosphere polarizes any electric field, polarizes light. Any light that's polarized is directionalized, polarized filters crossing, have different effects.
So Cami Nodell is your expert. She's the wife of Bob Nodell, if you didn't know that. The man who thinks that the magnetic field is the cause of gravity.
As I understand it, magnetic fields are generally pretty round. And keep in mind, the moon has its own magnetic field, and magnetic fields can also polarize light.
Yes, but that's not the reason why to have this shadow on the moon. Take and read about the Faraday effect, and you will know a bit more about the subject you try to use as a debunk of the globe. Kyle, this is not...
So what would happen if we were to look at this through round filters instead of rectangular ones? Ooh yeah! Bada boom bada bing! And you want to know what the most beautiful thing about this hypothesis is? It is easily testable. Just bring out a third filter and see if you can't bring the moon back into view during the next lunar eclipse. All it takes is a piece of tape. This phenomenon is one of the most mind-blowing things about polarized filters. But please know that this is not the only hypothesis of what else could be going on here.
How science work. You don't prove anything with showing these polarized filters. This is your stupid theory based on no knowledge at all.
Please keep in mind, refraction can also cause shadows to appear. While I do not currently know the exact cause of lunar eclipses, I know I can say with confidence that they are not caused by the shadow of the Earth. And I'm not just saying that because the shadow of a ball being cast onto another ball is a straight line. One very important vocabulary word that everyone interested in lunar eclipses should learn is the word selenelian. This is kind of an essential term for flat earthers to know. A selenelian is a lunar eclipse that takes place while the sun is visible. And this particular multiple exposure image was featured in the NBC News back in 2014. Though if you want to look up that particular lunar eclipse, the photo was actually taken in December of 2011. Anyway, according to the description here, this photo shows the setting moon just as the sun was about to rise. So the moon is going down in the west, and the sun is coming up behind the observer in the east. And please notice how the moon is being lit up from the bottom up. Now let's try and visualize how the mechanics of this would work in Dr. Thaler's globe Earth model. If we were to put the eclipsing moon in here, where should we put it? Should we put it here? That doesn't seem right. The moon here is setting and should be moving into the shadow.
And once again, scale distances. Oh dear. Kyle, you have no proofs for your fantasies. Sorry, Kyle.
This video has been brought to you by the Flat Earth Institute of Science.
It's not the Flat Earth Institute of Science. It's the Flat Earth Institute of Stupidity. You haven't made any science at all. and you are a science denier. You don't believe in science. You only believe in your Bible as a science book. And the parts that not in your Bible you make up as you go to try to prove your fantasies about the flat earth. Okay, that was Kyle Adams. I have made 2 tests with the live streams, and I have decided to have them at the same time as the ones before. 12 o'clock Central European time, lunchtime in Central Europe. And the next one will be on Monday, and the topic will be photography. I hope you liked this video. If you did, become a member and support the channel, subscribe, or just come back next time I publish a video. See you, bye.